Hello and welcome to Verdict 2012 for your daily update on all these election activities in Polban, Gujarat. First up, a look at the top stories. Gujarat campaign gets innovative mobile phones to carry Congress agenda to voters' hands. BJP campaign also gathers steam. Party Chief Gadkari and Chief Ministers of MP and Chhattisgarh praised Narendra Modi's governance. The Election Commission special measures for the visually challenged. EVMs with braille letters to be provided at booths. And the diamond city of Surat in focus today, where the demand for an international airport and problems with the cotton and diamond industries are the main poll issues. The election campaign is getting more and more innovative in Gujarat. First, it was Chief Minister Narendra Modi's 3D campaign, and now the Congress is all set to use mobile phones to reach out to the youth. The party is trying to use mobile power to let its agenda reach the hands of the voters. The new application can be used in Android, iPhones and BlackBerry handsets. There are 40 million mobile users in Gujarat, and the party wants to target this section of voters. The Congress has made quite a few promises to the youth of Gujarat. The mobile application is aimed at publicizing these promises to lure the youth.
ये मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन अपने आप में सारी दुनिया में किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ने की हुई एक यूनिक मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन है और ये मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन एंड्रॉइड, आईफोन और ब्लैकबेरी ये तीनों प्लेटफॉर्म पर चलेगी और उसके थ्रू कोई भी न्यूज़ हो, वीडियो हो या कहीं कोई प्रोग्राम को लाइव टेलीकास्ट करना है तो उसके थ्रू होगा.
That's right, and we will be joined by, in just a moment, the Congress spokesperson. We've just been joined by Congress spokesperson Chetan Rawal, who is the Congress spokesperson in Ahmedabad. Thank you so much for joining us. Many thanks, Mr. Rawal, for joining us on Verdict 2012. Pretty innovative, the use of mobile phones to capture the imagination of young voters. Do you think it will be partly successful or completely successful? What is the response that you've had on this particular strategy of yours till now?
See, it is, campaigning through mobile, mainly through text message and social networking sites. I think it is very much welcome, and the youth, they always like this kind of thing, and if it is done in a proper manner, in a good taste, and maintaining all the code of conduct, observing and maintaining them, I think it is always welcome. It was Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, the late Prime Minister, who got this technology of telecommunication, the revolution in that. And even at that time, when the computers were being brought in, Bharatiya Janata Party opposed a lot. But today, everyone is using the technology. And mobiles, as we see, we will find almost everyone using a mobile.
Right, sir. One more question, a slightly tricky one though. Very recently there was a huge controversy on one of your ads, a picture ad that was put out by the Congress. Was that particularly a setback to the Congress campaign in Gujarat, or are you recovering from it and it was all a big misunderstanding?
Could you please repeat the question?
Right, I'm talking about the big controversy that happened on a picture campaign ad, and I wouldn't like to go into the details, but what I'm asking you is whether the Congress is recovering from that particular setback on that picture ad. What is the response like after that controversy got created?
See, the controversy was created by few people, few vested interest holders. The controversy was created. I told yesterday on your channel, I spoke that this was a symbolic representation. As far as the issue of malnutrition in children is concerned, it is very much there in Gujarat. I can give you the percentages also. But as far as the question of recovering is there, I don't think there is any recovery needed. What we did, what we have shown is a symbolic thing.
Right. We take your point, sir. Many thanks for joining us on the phone line, and of course that innovative strategy of using mobile phones, something new the parties are trying, particularly in Gujarat. We'll have to wait and watch and see what party can actually garner most support using these innovative technologies. Very interesting stuff there. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Moving on now, as elections draw near in Gujarat, the campaign is gradually picking up. BJP President Nitin Gadkari addressed a string of meetings to rally support for the party.
On Tuesday, Nitin Gadkari was in Rajkot in Saurashtra addressing an election rally. The BJP president showered praises on the Narendra Modi government for the developmental work. He urged the people to ensure victory of the developmental politics in the state.
और मैं विश्वास के साथ आपको बता देना चाहता हूं कि गुजरात में तो 20 दिसंबर को निर्णय तो साफ है। मेरे मन में कोई संशय नहीं है कि गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जीत होना ये काले पत्थर की सफेद लकीर है।
Earlier addressing a rally in Surat, Gadkari said Gujarat has made tremendous development in all sectors, including industry and agriculture. He accused the centre of ordering CBI probes against certain police officers of the state. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh too addressed a rally in Rajkot and harped on developmental work undertaken by the Modi government.
मैं आपको इस बात को कह सकता हूं कि गुजरात की इज्जत, गुजरात का स्वाभिमान और गुजरात का गौरव किसी व्यक्ति ने बढ़ाया है, उस व्यक्ति का नाम मैं एक व्यक्ति का नरेंद्र भाई मोदी का ले सकता हूं।
In the days to come, more and more senior leaders are expected to crisscross the state. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
That's right, Party Chief Nitin Gadkari getting out the big guns there. Raman Singh, the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, also the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Chauhan, both of them performing Chief Ministers, one of the faces, two of the biggest faces of the BJP, something that they can garner votes on based on performance. Raman Singh, remember, is the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister, largely credited with, in fact, improving the distribution system in his particular state, as is the same case with Shivraj Chauhan. The BJP, it seems, getting out the big guns in Gujarat. Nitin Gadkari addressing a string of rallies, a blitzkrieg of rallies as well. So the BJP seems to be getting its act together in Gujarat right now. Two chief ministers, also the party president, going into Gujarat and trying to garner supports and garner votes for their party. As it is, the Gujarat, the state is ruled by the BJP and people expect them to have a pretty easy run there. But we'll have to wait and watch, of course, how that turns out. We'll take a short break now, but coming up, a closer look at Surat district. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
50 सदस्यों का अनूठा परिवार।
मिलजुल हमारा एक है और सब प्यार मोहब्बत है।
मतदान के प्रति जागरूक सदस्य।
वोट हमारे इंसान, अच्छे इंसान को देख के हम देते हैं, चाहे कांग्रेस हो या भाजपा, उसके साथ हम निस्बत नहीं रखते हैं।
देखिए चौपाल शाम 7:30 बजे लोकतंत्र 2012 में।
Hello and welcome to this special edition of To The Point.
No presumptive figure I was in favor to. I was not involved in any kind of discussion or anything. This prize which you have received is the prize discovered through the market forces.
Watch To The Point with R.P. Singh only on Rajya Sabha television.
lawyers are using it as a tool to subvert the system.
Bail is the rule and jail is the exception.
Supreme Court judgment is a law.
Media hype and glare on these cases.
It is said that the law is an ass.
So right of the society cannot be ignored.
Law of the land.
A new series on Rajya Sabha TV.
Hello and welcome to State of the Economy.
We want the parliament to do its job. There are other bills like the food security, land acquisition. These are important legislation. We are very critical of the government, why it is actually cutting back on its rural banking schemes.
Watch State of the Economy with Sitaram Yechuri, only on Rajya Sabha television. Welcome back. You're watching Verdict 2012, and now let's focus on the district of Surat. In terms of development, it is the second most advanced district of Gujarat. The city of Surat is Gujarat's second largest city and one of the cleanest in India. Take a look at this report.
Surat is chiefly known for its textiles and diamond processing industries. Economic development in Surat district could be attributed to the presence of a large number of diamond processing, textiles, chemical and petrochemical industries. Surat has been very successful in attracting a sizable amount of FDI in various sectors including energy, oil and petroleum. There are around 605 medium and large-scale industries based in the district. The district has 18 assembly seats. They are Oldpad, Mangrol, Mandvi, Kamraj, Surat East, Surat North, Baracha Road, Karanj, Limbayat, Udhna, Manjura, Katargam, Surat West, Chaurasi, Bardoli, Mahua, Vyara and Nizar. The number of seats has been increased by 6 from 12 to 18. Karanj, Katargam, Limbayat, Manjura, Mandvi, Udhna and Baracha Road are the new seats after delimitation. Bardoli is now reserved for STs, which was earlier reserved for STs. Kamraj was reserved for STs but is now an open seat. Songarh has disappeared. In the 2007 Assembly elections, the BJP won 7 seats with a 56.7% vote share and the Congress won 5 with a 36.5% vote share. In the 2009 Lok Sabha polls, the BJP led in 12 seats whereas the Congress led in 6. Places of tourist interest in Surat are the Old Fort built by Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Unai Hot Spring, the beautiful beaches of Ubharat and Tithal, the villages of Bardoli and Dandi, where Gandhiji started the Satyagraha movement and the Dandi March respectively. The Vansara National Park in Surat is famous for wild boars, leopards, tigers and panthers. Surat goes to polls in the first phase on December 13th. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Despite being an industrial developed district of Gujarat, Surat too has its share of problems. Power shortages and the lack of proper transport facilities are some of them. These issues are bound to come up during electioneering.
Located in the southern part of Gujarat on the banks of river Tapi, Surat has been an important trading centre since ancient times. The existence of the city of Surat can be traced back to the Vedic age. Its medieval name was Suryapur. Surat district is known internationally for its textiles and diamond processing industries. However, the district has been facing its share of problems and the people are going to raise them as election fever rises in the area. Facilitating better infrastructure for textile industries and the need for an international airport to gain direct access with international clients has been the main focus of people's demands here.
तो हमारे लेबर्स को यहाँ पे वो वेलफेयर स्कीम हो लेबर के लिए ताकि वो यहाँ पे टिके, उनकी ट्रेनिंग हो, कम्युनिकेशन हो, ताकि हम इंटरनेशनल, क्योंकि डोमेस्टिक मार्केट की लिमिटेशन है, मार्जिन कॉस्ट काफी कंपटीशन होता है, जिस हिसाब से कॉस्टिंग बढ़ रही है, तो हमें एक्सपोर्ट की तरफ जाना पड़ेगा। जो हमारा एक्सेस प्रोडक्शन है वो हमें एक्सपोर्ट को, हमें हमारे फैब्रिक को एक्सपोर्ट करना होगा। उसके लिए हमारे पास में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि हमारे पास में एयर कनेक्टिविटी हो, अच्छे होटल्स हो।
Surat city, the state's second largest, has a population of over 45 lakhs. Commuting is a big hassle here, a problem affecting the daily lives of people.
ट्रैफिक की समस्या तो बहुत बड़ी और हमारे अधिकारियों ने भी बहुत सारी कोशिशें की है ट्रैफिक को हल करने के लिए, इसीलिए ट्रैफिक ब्रिगेड के बहुत सारे जवान भी बढ़े हैं और वो जवान काम भी करते हैं, लेकिन कुछ पब्लिक का भी सपोर्ट होना चाहिए।
अभी सूरत का बहुत अच्छा है, पहले कहते हैं फास्ट है और पहले बहुत कम बस्ती थी, अभी ज्यादा बस्ती हो गए, वाहन भी ज्यादा बढ़ गए।
People also have complaints regarding drinking water, irrigation facilities, power and law and order. But the biggest grievance is inflation.
तो क्या सब महंगाई है, सब महंगा है, घर भाड़ा महंगा है, रहने का जाना आना पेट्रोल सब महंगा है ना।
Surat goes to polls on the 13th of December and all political parties are trying to woo voters here with promises of a better life. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
As the diamond capital of Surat gears up for the assembly election, the demand for an international airport, problems of the diamond industry and workers have emerged as the major poll issue. Here's a report on the state of the diamond industry.
These small pieces of diamond portray a fine specimen of craftsmanship. A large number of workers put in hours of effort to give shape to these precious stones the city of Surat is known for. The designs are first made on the computer and then the diamonds are cut, given a shape accordingly. Over 250,000 workers are involved in Surat's diamond industry.
मेरे ख्याल से ये डायमंड इंडस्ट्री और टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री से ये इंडस्ट्री से काफी फर्क हुआ है और पूरे विश्व में सूरत का नाम आगे बढ़ गया।
The diamond industry is now experiencing infusion of high technology. Over the years, Surat's workers have developed the expertise in cutting and polishing diamonds. But still the industry is faced with some basic problems. There is still a dearth of skilled labor as the demand has grown substantially over the years.
स्किल बेस्ड वर्कर की वहाँ जरूरत रहेगी, तो इसके लिए ट्रेनिंग सेंटर गवर्नमेंट को स्टार्ट करना चाहिए और स्किल बेस्ड अलग अलग जो भी उसकी कॉलेजेस रहती है इसमें डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज अप्रूवल होना चाहिए।
अभी हम जानते हैं कि कटिंग पॉलिशिंग में नंबर 1 है, मगर रॉ मटेरियल लेने के लिए हमें दुबई, एंटवर्प या रशिया जाना पड़ता है।
But the most crucial element is that the traders need to come together to press their demands. Only this could perhaps have an impact on the parties as they try to woo the voters for the assembly polls. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
It's time now for some snippets of information related to the elections in Gujarat. Take a look.
In a major setback to the Congress in Rajkot, former Mayor Ashok Dangar quit the party to join BJP. He quit after being denied ticket to contest from Rajkot East Assembly constituency. Dangar, an Ahir community leader, has submitted his resignation to the Gujarat Congress chief Arjun Modwadia. Congress has decided to field Indranil Rajaguru from Rajkot East against BJP's Kashyap Shukla. The Election Commission has selected 26 voters of over 100 years of age to be brand ambassadors. These voters have voted in every election since independence. They are expected to motivate youngsters to take part in polling. The Gujarat BJP has urged the Election Commission to cancel the symbol of Keshubhai Patel's Gujarat Parivartan Party. The BJP says GPP has not adhered to the conditions of the Commission. The party has demanded that all GPP candidates be treated as independents. Both the ruling BJP and Congress have installed CCTV cameras in and outside their offices. The cameras were installed after protests broke out following release of the list of candidates. The parties have also insured their offices at a high premium to cover up losses due to ransacking of offices during protests. The Congress has insured its office for 2.5 crore rupees.
Time now for another short break. Coming up, though, we talk to a family of 50 members on what elections mean to them. That's on the other side.
Watch India's top politicians as never seen before. Hear the untold side of their personalities. See them up close and personal in a weekend special, It's My Life, only on Rajya Sabha television. Killer sea waves have wiped out villages across the coastline.
You have to walk up to a distance of about 10 kilometers as what we are doing.
Huge landmass is already under the sea. How has this climatic phenomena impacted the livelihoods of millions of people? Watch our special report on the coast in crisis only on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome to this edition of India Interact.
You should develop overall base of science.
Is getting job is a satisfaction for science?
Pakistan is the model that should be emulated by other developing countries.
Countries are more interested in launching missiles and weapons.
Watch India Interacts only on Rajya Sabha television.
Number of question marks over what kind of role will Aadhaar really play.
I think a substantial portion, maybe more than 200 million people or around that. Food security bill, which is going to be coming and becoming an act. Now that provides for portability of entitlement. Identity is now linked to the biometrics of the person.
Watch To The Point with R.S. Sharma only on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Verdict 2012. And finally, in our special segment, Chowpal, we spoke to a family of 50 members who have come all the way from Ahmedabad to Manvi to tour the Manvi Palace. They tell us that they are not politically active, but they never waste their vote. They are conscious of their duties as citizens of India. Take a look.
मैं खड़ा हूं मांडवी में विजय विलास पैलेस में और यहां पर हमारे साथ हैं अहमदाबाद से आए हुए एक पूरा परिवार जिनसे हम बात करेंगे कि इतनी दूर आखिर एक साथ इतने सम्मिलित परिवार एक साथ आकर के यहाँ टूरिज्म कर रहा है उसके बारे में सबसे पहले बात करेंगे। मुझे ये बताइए कि यहाँ आने के पीछे आपका क्या वजह रहा?
हाँ, हम जो यहाँ आए हैं, ये जो मांडवी की जो महल है इसको देखने के लिए सारे परिवार लेके आया हूँ और सारे के सारे जो परिवार है मेरा है।
मम्मी जी, आप जो पूरा परिवार लेकर आई हैं, इसके पीछे कारण क्या है? क्यों आप चाहती हैं कि विजय विलास सारे लोग देखें?
हमको यहाँ अच्छा लगता है, महल भी अच्छा है, वैकेशन पड़ा है तो सब बच्चों लोग बोले चलो घूमने जाना है, तो हम सब परिवार लेकर घूमने आए।
कैसे आए, क्या आए, उसके बारे में बताओ।
अहमदाबाद से आए और बड़ी जो फोर व्हील लेकर आए हुए हैं, उसके अंदर बड़ी गाड़ी है लोडिंग, उसके अंदर सारा परिवार हमारा आया हुआ है। और यहाँ से हम पहले 500 किलोमीटर यहाँ से दूर है और यहाँ से हम सबसे पहले हाजीपीर गए, हाजीपीर से हम रिटर्न यहाँ पर मांडवी आए और स्पेशल जो है ये मांडवी का जो महल है उसी को स्पेशल देखने आए हुए। इससे पहले भी 2-3 मरतबा हम यहाँ पर आके गए।
ये आपका पूरा परिवार कितने सदस्यों का?
ये हमारा सदस्य लोग 50 आदमी, 50 से 30-40 आदमी है, 50 के बीच में। हाँ,
और सभी लोगों की एक साथ छुट्टी हुई?
हाँ, सभी लोग की एक साथ छुट्टी हुई।
कितना पूरा सारे परिवार को लाने में खर्चा कितना हुआ?
खर्चा तो हमारी जो है गाड़ी है, वो गाड़ी जो हमारी घर की है, इसमें खर्चा तो कम से कम हमारा एक इंसान के पीछे 1500 से 2000 खर्चा हुआ है, क्योंकि हम यहाँ से हाजीपीर गए। हाजीपीर का खर्चा हुआ, वहाँ खाना पीना सब हमारे साथ में था, तो 1000 से 1500 रुपया का खर्चा कम से कम हमारा हुआ।
आप एक साथ जॉइंट परिवार को लेकर के आए हैं और इतना बड़ा परिवार आपका है, आपको सम्मिलित परिवार जो एक जॉइंट फैमिली होता है उसमें क्या महत्व नजर आता है?
बस मिलजुल हमारा एक है और सब प्यार मोहब्बत है। मेरा 4 बेटा है, उसकी 4 बहुएं है और बेटी है, दामाद है और मेरे साले हैं, रिश्तेदार हैं, सब एक ही जगह पे रहते हैं और एक ही जगह पर हमारा खाना भी कम से कम हफ्ते में 1 मरतबा पूरा साथ में होता है।
एक चीज मुझे बताइए, ये राज्य पूरा अब चुनाव की तरफ बढ़ रहा है, अब फिर से एक बार चुनाव आने वाले हैं सामने, उस मामले में कभी आप लोगों के मन में कुछ बात आई?
नहीं, ऐसी तो कोई राजकारण की नीति की बात हमारे अंदर नहीं आती।
आप लोग राजनीति से अलग हैं या वोट करते हैं?
वोट करते भी हैं और राजनीति के साथ यानी ज्यादा हम इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेते उसके अंदर। वोट करते हैं।
कितने वोटर हैं आपके परिवार में?
बहुत ज्यादा यानी
वोटर हमारे होंगे
ना
नहीं
हमारे परिवार के अंदर 30-35 वोट।
और वोट तो हम जरूर देते हैं।
वोट जरूर देते हैं।
हमारा फर्ज बनता है। हम ये जो गुजरात के हैं, ये जो सरजमीन हमारी है, हम जो भी पक्ष हो ऐसा नहीं है, मगर वोट हमारे इंसान अच्छे इंसान को देख के हम देते हैं। चाहे कांग्रेस हो या भाजपा, उसके साथ हम निस्बत नहीं रखते हैं। हमारा असल ये है कि वोट हमारे हिंदुस्तान की हिसाब से नागरिक है, उनका हिसाब से हमारे वोट देना हमारा फर्ज बनता है। तो हमारा वोट कभी खाली नहीं गया। कोई भी चुनाव भी आवे, हम वोट जरूर देते हैं।
क्या कभी आपको लगा कि इस दौरान जब आप रहे गुजरात में, बहुत ऊपर नीचे हुआ गुजरात में, उसका आप लोगों पर क्या कुछ खास असर पड़ा?
कुछ नहीं, सब फैमिली जॉइंट है, कोई असर ऐसा ऊपर वाले का नहीं हुआ।
कोई दबाव सरकार की तरफ से या कुछ किसी तरह?
बिल्कुल नहीं, कोई दबाव नहीं। आज तक सरकार की तरफ से कोई दबाव, हमारा ऐसा कोई काम ही नहीं है कि जैसे सरकार का दबाव आवे, किसी इंसान का दबाव आवे। हम हमारे काम संभालते हैं, हमारा कारोबार करते हैं और किसी राजनीति से हम ऐसा संबंध रखते नहीं है कि जिससे हमें दबाव सहन करना पड़े।
आपका क्या कहना है इस बारे में?
हमको तो ऐसा लगता है कि भाई मेंढले में हमारे कबीले में अच्छी तरह हम रहते हैं मिलजुल के, और फिर हमारे सब में अच्छी तरह मिलजुल होती है, हिंदू हो के मुसलमान हो, पर हम मिलजुल करके रहते हैं। गांव जावे के सिटी में रहे के गाँव में जाओ, हमारा इलाका है ना सरखेज इलाका है, मिलजुल के रहते हैं हम।
नल सरोवर हमारा गाँव है, हमारा वतन है। वहाँ के हमारे जो हिंदू और मुसलमान भाई सब एक मिलजुल के रहते हैं। किसी के त्यौहार भी आते हैं तो सब मिलजुल के करते हैं।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद हम लोगों से बात करने के लिए, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
And that's all we have for you in this edition of Verdict 2012. See you again tomorrow. News and updates continue on Rajya Sabha Television. Keep watching.